Paul, new contract again with us at Winmau. You joined us in 2014. Let's just ask you, how have you seen the industry change since you joined here at Winmau?
Dartboard technology for one. I think Winmau being the market leader in dartboard development, I've seen how things have changed there. And I think the need from players as to what they use and what they're throwing with, both in a fixed environment and in a portable sense, is a huge, huge thing. But I think personalization has changed a lot more in the last 8 years. Everybody wants their own little brand within what they use, and I think that maybe is the biggest difference.
Is that because they want an advantage like yourself? You've changed your setup with us probably 4 or 5 times. You're looking at another tweak now. What's that for?
It's evolution. You look at some of the greatest players of all time, and they've gone through that evolutionary step. Some maybe to a degree that others won't do, but with me, every change was made for a reason, because of something that's happened, whether it's injury, whether it's a certain style that I wanted to try and use to get better. And the help that I've had from everybody here has enabled me to do that.
And you have been injured. Talk us through the recovery and what the actual injury there was.
Well, right shoulder during 2020, playing in what was the live league from home during the pandemic. I played so much that it got to the stage that there was so much pain in my shoulder that the bone needed to be shaved down. So at that time I was using a grip just to try and take pressure off my wrist. Throughout the course of 2018 and 2019, I was throwing with pain and tendonitis in this part. So I was changing the grip so much that I got a bit lost with my game. Now that everything is fine after a period of being away from playing competitively, what I want to do is get back to where I was at the very start. I want the grip to be natural. I want my stance to be how it was and throw the way that I used to throw.
So are you back practicing hard like you were before?
What I want to do in my 40s, because I'm not ashamed to say I'm in my mid-40s now, I want to practice the right amount for me. Not too much, but enough for the challenges that I'm going to give myself. And I am saying that with my coaching clients as well. You have to practice based on the challenges ahead of you. So for me, I may be going into some challenges where I'm going to play 5-6 hours a day. I need to build up to that. So at the minute, it's about building up to that.
And are you going to make a comeback for the Q School and back into the tour? Are you going to have a go at that in January?
What I want to do is utilise the Motor Super Series, what's a fantastic project, to get me match fit. And I want to learn what happens from that. As far as Q School is concerned, January 23, that is the plan. And then moving forward, not everything at the same, not all eggs in one basket at the very start. I want to see where I am after my first week in the Motor Super Series, and then we'll go for the next week after that, and then we will shoot forward for the next challenge.
So do you still believe that when you find your A game and the A game comes back, do you still think that's world-class competitive?
In my own head, yes. I think if I'm fit and as mentally ready as I am now, there's nothing I can't do. It's just a question of moulding those things together. If I could be the mental player that I am now with the talent that I had in 2010, 2011, that would be a world champion. It's just about trying to put those things together, and hopefully that will happen.
Well, Paul, we're going to work very closely with you to see that on that journey. It's great to have you back with us, extending well over 10 years. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. I can't say enough about Winmau over the last 8 years. To take our relationship past the 10-year mark is a real thrill for me, and I can't thank everybody enough for what they've done.
Thanks, Paul.